is God's plan for man? Not an individualized
Sure.
man, but men in general.
Right. It's a great question. It's a big question, and it's worthy of our discussion and our examination. Um, One of the things we can do is we can go right to the beginning of the Bible in Genesis 1. In chapter 1, we see where God said he brings the world into being, right? Um, 5 days of creation. On the sixth day, he made man, and he said, "Let us make man in our image." And right from the first conceptualization of the world, as God is creating it, we see that he brings man into the world. And he says, "Subdue it and multiply and replenish and take dominion." And we were to govern, we were to be kings, we were to be rulers, joint rulers with God in the way that we ruled the earth. Now, everyone knows what happened next in the story. At some point after that great commissioning and that great partnership that we had with a father, our heavenly father, we fell into sin. And because of man's free will and bad decisions, we chose to sin and rebel against God's plan for our life. And that brought sin into the world. That brought a curse into the world. And even though God has chosen to reveal himself through all those Old Testament times, and he's revealing his nature, he's revealing the names of himself, his character, his attributes. He has a people that he calls to himself, and he has men that he comes upon and gives them mission. All of these men throughout the journey of the Old Testament, even though they were known as men of God, they will all fall short in one area, and they will not totally complete everything that man was required and was destined to do from that Genesis chapter 1 moment when God created us. So, what happens from there, Frank, is because we abandoned that leadership role, because we chose sin, because we went down this other path, you will read about throughout the Old Testament, you'll read about many men that were men of God and they did amazing things. People who are listening, they might know the story of Samson, who was, blessed with amazing strength, supernatural strength given for a purpose. God always anointed these men, and it came with a purpose and a destiny to deliver the people and to bring them into the next phase of their appointment with God. And what happens is he falls short. Samson falls short. He makes mistakes. He gets involved. I feel like this is such a great story, especially for your viewers, because of your mission, Frank, and because of who you are, right? We love to lift weights. We like to, gain strength. Every man is designed to be strong. And that was Samson. And not only just strong in the natural, but a supernatural strength that would come upon him when the Spirit of the Lord came upon him. He was blessed and endowed with a supernatural strength where he could do amazing things for God's people to bring them into the appointed time and the appointed destiny that God had for them. However, Samson had a weakness. And we know today many men have weaknesses. And Samson had a secret. Samson fell in love with the wrong woman. He disobeyed God and he started to give his secrets away that God said were sacred. And he shared those, and it ultimately led to his demise. So, as amazing as the things that Samson accomplished, we see that he falls short. And ultimately, history will record he did some great things, but he did not live up to that true standard and the fullness that God has destined for man. And that's just one example, Frank. That's just one. There's many more. Did you want to comment on that at all? Because I want to share another example as well.
Yeah, let's share another one. Because I know that there are multiple ones, and I don't want to spend too much time on the Old Testament here because I want to get to your book and the real reason we're here today. But yeah, I think it's great to share another example.
Yeah, I'll share one more. And here's the theme that I'm weaving through this. So, God was looking for a man from chapter 1. From chapter 1, God was looking for a man. He created us, destined us to fulfill a specific role in the earth. And then we forfeited that role.